All right, for all you YouTubers out there, they call me Dan the Coil Man or the Vape Prophet. I don't know why. I spend a lot of time doing coils and weird things, so they look at me as being like some kind of coil guru or something or other. But anyways, so what I wanted to talk to you about today is that a lot of people complain that the sub tank won't handle higher wattages, such as the Atlantis will, or one of these Arctic systems or Heracles. Not true. Not true. Maybe in a stock coil configuration, no. But with the RBA section, this thing will get down. Okay. What I've done is I've been playing with this thing for a few months. I've got my sub tank mini on my Sagelli 150, and what I've done is I took the RBA section. Only being able to get 25, maybe 27 watts before I got a dry hit, or it just wasn't warm enough. I'm a cloud chaser by nature. I like a nice warm to mildly hot vape. I love flavor. I love cloud production. That's where I get down. That's where I shine. I build my drippers down to like a 0.12, run them at 135, 140 watts, blow monstrous clouds, get extremely awesome vapor, get outstanding flavor. Well, that's fine, but all day long at work, it's a pain in the butt to sit there and drip every 2 or 3 pulls. So I took the RBA section of my Subtank Mini, and I took a Dremel and I opened up the juice channels on it a little bit, because I found that the biggest problem was I didn't get enough juice flowing through to meet the demands of the coil. So I've got a 0.19 build in this. Okay, it's a twisted build. I've been doing a lot of twisted builds lately. I just love the way the flavor comes off of those. They just produce awesome flavor. I think it's probably because there's some wicking characteristics to the twists of the wire, but I don't know. Maybe. Can't prove it. Anyways, so what I've done is I've opened it up, made a couple of passes so that the juice will flow a little bit better. I am currently rocking this thing at 65 watts. Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot for a sub tank. Period. Don't care how you write it. Sub tank is the lowest power handling tank, rebuildable on the market. But with a little bit of work, opening up the airflow a little bit, you got to be careful when you do the airflow on the RBA. Do not bore too much, or you'll tear open the threads, and then your deck section doesn't stay together because it screws into the bottom. But I have opened up the airflow a little bit on this as well. The only thing is it still doesn't flow enough on its own. So what I do is, even with the airflow wide open, I take my finger, stick it over top of the airflow, give it a couple pulls, get a nice bubble going, and then I'll vape. I'll show you what we got going on here. Oh, that's fantastic. So as you can see, I'm getting really nice, thick, dense clouds. Flavor is phenomenal on this thing. I probably could have tried to open up the juice channels just a little bit more, but I was afraid of flooding. Nobody wants hot juice spitting up through a chimney into their mouth. But at the same time, I didn't want dry hits. If you've ever had a dry hit, you know that it is probably the worst thing you have ever experienced in your life. Nobody wants to vape fruit of the loom. All right? It's horrible. If you've ever had it happen to you, death would be more pleasant. Swallowing a bullet would be more pleasant. Vaping cotton, dry cotton, fruit of the loom, Hanes, BVD, whatever your flavor is, okay, sucks. It sucks. So I find that running it at 65 watts at 3.7 volts on a 0.19 twisted coil build, I still have to prime the tank. Now, I've built a 0.25 with the way that I've opened up the channels, and I can run that at 45 watts, get a nice warm vape, still get decent cloud production, and the juice channels, as I've opened them up, will keep up. So, that's pretty good. I've played with just about every tank section out there. I've got an Arctic coming to me. I went and got a coil head from a buddy of mine that owns a B&M here in my hometown, and I rebuilt the coil down at like a 0.15. Play with the airflow a little bit on that. I'm waiting for my tank to get here. I got a friend of mine that sent me his to experiment with, and then if I can get it rocking, he wants me to send it back to him with some coils. Okay, fine, no problem. I play with the Heracles. I think that's how you say it. That is a really, really good flavor tank, by the way. Coils are kind of a pain in the butt to do, but not. It's not that you can't do it. It's just a pain in the butt. The worst stock coil heads to redo for any tank so far to date is the Delta 2. My God, is that a pain in the ass. Wow. Yeah, it took me an hour to rebuild one because it was just that much of a pain to get it disassembled, make the coil, put it back together. Okay, so anybody that's done one of those, you know what I'm talking about. Pain in the ass on a royal measure. Okay, but as you can see, I'm getting good flavor. I'm getting excellent cloud production. I'm running at 65 watts, 3.7 volts on a 0.19 build. So, it can be done, folks. It can. I am a cloud chaser by nature. I love a mild to hot vape. I build most of my drippers down around a 0.12, 0.11, even a 0.1 flat because the Sigelio rocket. I've got a Hades copper mech that I'll run them on. I like to be up around 145, 150 watts. Nice, warm to hot vape with monstrous clouds and excellent flavor. It's just how I get down. But it's a pain in the butt to drip all day at work. So in comes the Subtank Mini. I haven't had a chance to play with the RBA section for the Delta yet to find out whether or not I can make that go. But with that coil that I did redo on the Delta, which was a stock coil head, I was able to boogie at about 110 watts. That's incredible. 110 watts out of a tank is unheard of unless you're building something like the UD Goblin or a Billow. Okay? And even then, I customized the airflow on those. But, if you want to get down, you're going to have to do this. You're going to have to open up your juice channels. Bottom feed, create a vacuum. You just don't want flooding. Nobody wants hot juice spitting up through your mouth, so I didn't want to open it up any further. Unfortunately, I haven't got my video camera yet. I'm still using the video camera on my Note 4 to do these, so please bear with me. As soon as I can come up with the money to get a camera, I will be doing tutorials on how to modify your tank to do what I've got mine doing. It is going to be a little bit working on a budget. Got a wife that's in college. Last semester, she's going to graduate. Then she's going to work. Money will be a little better. And, YouTube channel will get a lot better. But if you like what you're seeing, subscribe. Appreciate you taking the time to watch this. Basically, the bottom line is vape strong and live long, people. This thing saved my life. I was a smoker for 32 years. I've been 2 years without a cigarette. Haven't missed it. Don't want to go back. Vape strong, live long. Thanks, folks. Have a good day.